Okay, everybody, I am now live. Let's make sure that I've got some sound coming through. Okay, everybody, I am now live. Very good. Let us continue where we left off. This is different. Alfie Toad, Alley Toad.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demand. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Sharlayan scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Sharlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now, but unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full.
I knew it.
While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
I really like this guy now.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
It was not smart to transform back in front of him. If somebody else was watching from a distance, that would implicate him with us. And he's obviously one of the good ones. The statement is true, but I have to disagree with her because getting on the good side of the Gleaners is a intelligent move, good strategy. When you think about it, everyone does stuff for their own reasons. And I would have to say a lot of them are probably decent guys. And thinking about that for a second, they're all, decent guys. If they end up working for the bad guys, which they might not be doing, and then easier to sway them over to our side if they know that we're the good guys. Even if we aren't, and they aren't the bad guys. Even if that happens, then some of them might still side with us when the final days comes around. Because we're on the verge of the final days. We know that. So many theories. And yeah, I understand. Some of my theories, all my theories, could be wrong. It's more fun to think about it, though. I'm gonna roll. It is so much easier to get these things while you're doing the story than doing them later, since you're already in the area. Wait, where's... Okay. Krill's gone. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Should have left her on her own. Alright. Southwest. I wonder if it's up here or not. Starting to think it's in the lower area. Yeah. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Should be right about there. For future reference. Future reference. Take a swig of water, stay hydrated. I'm not here to fight you. I teleported up here, and now I kind of regret doing that. Oh, I probably got to go back through that cave again. Yeah. Mistake. I mean... Oh... Wasn't thinking. I mean, this area is closer on the map, but you're up a higher level, and the elevator... still not usable. I'm assuming these... probably right there too, but I'm not sure. Or the elevators. At least 2 elevators. You can't use them. My bad, guys. I suggest I'll probably ramble on for like close to 5 minutes. So you might want to jump ahead 4 minutes or so in the video if you just want to skip to the next thing. I'm assuming there's no good way down. Now, if you guys haven't done this part yet, don't teleport to the upper area. During in between the streams, I had some dinner, some pretty good chicken nuggets. I've never had that type before. They're like a tempura breading, quite good. Some honey mustard, and took my dog out. It's snowing. Put a little doggy jacket on him. And I went outside and I brushed off my car. Cleaned it off a little bit in case I need to use it tomorrow. Be easier when it's still snow, not ice on it yet. You know, the explorer in me just wants to run over there and find out what the rest of the map looks like. And I know I'll end up going there pretty soon. Of course, the lower half is probably, the third area is probably going to be locked behind going to the other quest line and coming back. That's how it normally works. Maybe not, but I know this is not main quest story, guys, but 8th right current. I like that jacket. Hmm? Ow, my shoulder. I think I just realized something. This guy's name right here is N Wei Tia. N Wei Tia. I think that's how you say it. Just kind of guessing. Don't kill me, people. But the N part, I've noticed the tribes of the cat people has a letter at the beginning. And that is their tribe. So anyone with an N is part of the same. There's an M person right here on the bottom of the screen. This person's an N person right here. But Tia, I thought that was the last name. But I think that's the first name. So it's like Japanese where the surname comes first. I think. Or maybe it's just the tribe name, and then afterwards his first name and last name. Not sure. But I was like, Tia, I mean, maybe he's related to that main character, Tia. Again, if I pronounce these names wrong, please take it easy on me. I mean, I don't mind if you tell me. Just no wars. Comments, please. Don't have to be rude about it either. I'm just here to have fun. Back in that cave I was already in. Uh-oh. Krill's supposed to be, like, in this farm somewhere. I know they mentioned it could be up by the flowers. I think they're... I think the flowers are this direction. I'm being attacked by a tomato person. You know, the person I am in real life, I would have to, like, slowly walk up on Krill right now, and then, like, poke her in the middle of the back to see if I scare her real bad. Nearly giving her a heart attack. One of my coworkers could attest to me doing that all the time. It's like, oh, you're not paying attention. Slowly walk up. Like, to a pet. She's really krilling it. Ooh, those are rare. Don't pick them.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
That's cool, but the dude said those were highly rare
She said
flowers.
you would need it for the journey ahead.
Oh.
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest.
Okay.
After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That blue will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was... all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
We should hide ourselves. Why are we running up?
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identity. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge. But the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
I have to say, they're pushing for the pacifist route again. I cannot stand it. These bookworms should taste my steel. Every time, man. Every time. Okay. So, let's get arrested now.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
that's a lot of bookworms. They might be able to cast like Fire 4 or something.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order! This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the Studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
Hey, am I supposed to be able to see that? It's like about half of them, I think. I don't know.
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed.
It's almost tied.
Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Amulets. Why do we act shocked every time? I mean, we knew their mother wasn't dead. They mentioned her. I already like the mother a whole lot more than the dad. Oh, I like her more and more, and I hate the husband more and more. That's great. Oh, she's got a teddy bear in there or something. There we go. I gotta say it. So, I got this gut feeling that these guys think they're doing a good thing, and some of their plans can be probably salvaged, but I have a funny feeling 270 years ago, they think they met somebody good that gave them a warning and whatnot. But I think who they really met was that one guy, the Asian. Can't remember his name. The new Asian guy. I bet he planned this entire thing as maybe a joke.
Welcome home, my lady.
What? What are you gawping at?
I want to know both these dialogue choices.
Oh, gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit.
And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Is it time for them to get new outfits?
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name. It is plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
I
When
knew
you
it.
mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
One of those side rocket boosters on the side of her shoes. Sorry. That looks weird.
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
I bet you his is more feminine than hers.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
That jewel in the middle is kind of cool.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry. I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb.
Aplomb. Okay, guys. Aplomb. I'm looking that up. I kind of got a gist of what the word means, but let's actually spell it right. Come on. Aplomb. Self-confidence, assurance, especially when it's in a demanding situation. Okay. Basically, it's confidence.
May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
I mean, that sounds great, but the dad's kind of being the dick. I mean, denying help to Eorzea is one thing, but then he kicked us out of the family just because we want to protect people? And be good guys? What?
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortunato has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
So, instead of telling him the world's in danger, we need to save the world.
Oh,
Then you'll believe us.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
I'm missing 5 more in the city. Ah. I've actually not been to my quarters yet. I don't even know what they look like in this. It's like the most uncomfortable bed I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it's kind of cool looking. Let's see, made some money. I don't know what these are used for. Okay, I'll probably never use those. Wow, market's really dropped out on those. They used to be worth like 30,000 last week. Okay, well, I don't want them, so. Now that I'm at 81, switch my earring out. There we go. Well, I really want to keep on going, but it's already 11:20 here, and that's the entire storyline until I do Thangren's group. Thavnair? I think that's how you say that. I got a few other things I'm going to do tonight. I think I'm just going to keep on streaming for it, but that'll be it for the main storyline. I am going to go do the Lost Little Troll and see what else I can clean up on that map. So if you're interested, keep on watching. If not, continue on with part 5 of my Endwalker's playthrough. Just go to the next video. Those of you that are leaving, just keep on spreading that light. We are the Warriors of Light after all. Those that are staying, let's enjoy a little bit of this labyrinthos area. I do have to say though, sometimes I wonder about their debating ability though, because in high school I wasn't very good at it, but I was in the debate club. I did the academic decathlons, 2 or 3, I can't remember. I think I did 2 academic decathlon, 2 like years of doing it. They really only went for 1 semester. I believe it was fall? Was it spring? I can't remember. It's been so long. My point is, their debating skills are very lacking. First of all, why does no one ever point out that I'm the Warrior of Light and we have Hydaelyn on our side? We don't have to mention the whole primal thing. But that should be a very hot topic. And we're not talking about the goth one. Did a good job on those spiders. Don't like spiders. So doing a good job on the spiders is not a good thing. That's weird. You would think there'd be like a elevator right here. I guess I should probably hit up a fate just to get it in the shared fate section so it pops up. Where's that at? There it is. Or do shared fates not pop up until... Let's do one, find out if it pops up. Might have to beat the whole entire storyline before shared fates pop up, though. If that's the case, then strange. Music got really loud, like it's combat music, but then it changed from the combat music to the area music, but it's still loud. Really loud. What the heck? Yeah, doing these fates like this are great for getting those buddy kills. Boom, Chocobo XPs. Still need like another, I don't know, 80 or something. Go to definitive 10 in 2 days. Okay. Oh, I got page 2 now. Good. So you don't have to wait. Looks like I'm missing 2. Plus that one quest. There's more than that, but I think that's all I can get right now. Usually they're in order. really enjoying the storyline though overall. It just really does bother me how rarely we choose to fight. It's like we never choose to fight. It's always being pushed on us. Somebody else is ordering us to fight, or somebody else is attacking us. I just don't feel like that's my character. As Xenos put it, you're not this good at fighting unless you enjoy it at least somewhat. Strange. Oh, wow. Okay, Oh wow, he can actually read. I didn't drink enough water today. No, I got my Aether Current. I'll do this quest another time. I wonder if this door right here at that gate is locked. Because if it's locked, there's no reason for me to go down there. But if it's unlocked and I can get into the next area, I highly doubt it though. I've been forbidden from going any further. Actually, probably breaking the rules just by being here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I have the day off tomorrow from work, so I will try to do a little bit more on the storyline. It'd be great to finish a whole nother storyline and get to the next portion. Of course, I wouldn't probably continue on because about 3 hours to finish the next storyline, get to the part 2 of Charlian. Well, guys, it's been fun. Have a good night. and I will see you tomorrow.